Hey class, my name is Mr. Villanueva. I'm the mathematics teacher, here to teach you mathematics. Alright, so this video is about combining like terms, but more specifically, it's going to be combining variables. Yeah, because this is something that I definitely noticed is a couple of students' main issues. Let's try to get around that. Okay, but I have something for you. What is a like term? Over here, bam, right there. Like terms, they need to have two things. They need to have the same variable. Okay, so they need to have the same letter, if they do have a letter. And you know what? That letter needs to be raised to the same exponent, same power. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I'm going to give you a couple examples. Practice makes perfect. Let's see where we're going to be. Alright, so first off, I'm just going to give you b plus 3b. Okay. For the most part, if I give you a number, you would just be able to solve that, no problem. Okay, but for the most part, if I do give you a letter, your brain just shuts down. Something's happening. Okay, so with this is saying b plus 3b. It's saying I have an object. That object is b. When I combine like terms, I think of something called the banana rule. Okay, the banana rule, all it means to me is that instead of a letter, I'm going to substitute that for an object. In this case, a banana. What this is saying is I have a banana over here plus 3 bananas. Altogether, how many bananas? We're going to have 4 bananas. Okay, so this is equal to 4b. Now, something I will mention with this is that if you never see the number in front of a variable or a letter, what is it? Okay, it's just 1. Okay, the reason it's 1 is because I'm asking myself, let me cover this up, how many b's do I have here? Well, I only see 1, so it's 1b. It's not 0b. Okay, if it was 0b, there would be nothing, right? But this is 4b. Okay, let's move on to the next one. What if I were to give you 2a minus 3c? Combine that. If I were just to say go, what would be the answer? Well, this is saying if I have 2 of these a's, let's say a, following the banana rule, I'll say I have 2 apples. And I'm going to subtract 3c, let's say that's 3 carrots. So what this problem says is I'm going to take 2 apples and I'm going to take away 3 carrots from that. That does not make sense, okay? That means you cannot combine those two things. They're not the same thing. We said for a like term, they have to have the same letter. Well, this is A, this is C. They fail at that. Okay? The numbers in front tell me how many of those I have. And those are what we call coefficients. So, it turns out that this is your answer. You can't simplify it any further. Okay. Before I go to the next one, I'm just going to show you something. So, let's say this. Okay. So here displayed is I have a couple of Laffy Taffies which I'm pretty sure expired long ago. Okay, but what this says is, let's say, you know what, 3 Laffy Taffies, these are the same thing. So I'm going to put 3L. And I'm going to add this other one, plus a Laffy Taffy. If I have 3 Laffy Taffies, plus another Laffy Taffies, we all together have 4 Laffy Taffies. That is a nice word. Okay, but if I were to say, let's put this away. What if I were to say combine this? Let's say I would put 2 Laffy Taffies over here. And I'm going to put 2L. And I'm going to say, you know what? Take this. Wonka Nerds. Those are probably expired as well. But I'll say a plus, I'll put W for Wonka. Okay, can I combine these things? No, they're not the same thing. Okay, so for this, 2 Laffy Taffies plus a Wonka something, whatever it is, it just stays like that. I cannot group these two things together. They're not the same thing. Like if I were to eat this and then this, they would not taste the same. Okay, so more examples. If I were to give you 5x squared minus 2x squared, what this means, and just think of a variable with the exponent as an object. What this is saying I'm gonna circle these. It's saying of these x squares, I got 5 over here, and I'm gonna subtract 2 of them over here. Okay, so I can combine these things. They have the same letter, raised to the same exponent. We can do a bunch of math with this. Well, you just have to figure out what is 5 minus 2. Well, 5 minus 2, that's just 3. So of these x squares, I've got 3 of them left over. Okay, and one more. Let me give you negative 7w plus 2w squared. Can we combine these? Are they like terms? So whenever you see these, ask yourself the question, can I combine them? Are they like terms? Well, they indeed do have the same letter, right? But the exponent over here is 2. The exponent over here, well, I don't see one. Whenever you never see, it's always 1. There's only 1. They're not the same exponent. So that means you cannot combine them. So this would just stay negative 7w plus 2w squared. Right? It's saying of these w's, I got negative 7 over here. Of these w squares, I got 2 of them over here. Well, they cannot combine. And that's it. Okay, so hopefully this did not confuse you. If you need any help, make sure you ask me. That's it. Alright, bye.